Hey RGB fam, welcome back. As promised, I'm gonna react to AKALA Fire in the Booth Part 1 of 4. What I didn't realize until this second was that this Fire in the Booth, this freestyle here, was recorded 11 years ago. That's insane. And he has 5.8 million views and only 63k likes. That's insane. Anyway, as I said, it should be a longer video because the freestyle has 8 minutes 41 seconds, so let's jump into it.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yo, okay, yo,
I like you. You're like a tiger.
yes, I grew up on a dole in a single parent family. Been through a little bit of tragedy. Yes, I was around drugs and violence before the day that I started secondary. That's part of it, not half of it. Get the picture, the rest ain't necessary. Growing up, got a little caught up. That ain't even half of my life.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting to be this insane. Like, especially nowadays, you see freestyles. They're like mumble rappers, you know, doing freestyles. But this is, I guess, this is how it should be a freestyle, especially that is 11 years ago. So it was, you know, part of the culture of hip hop, right?
So given the knowledge of self, that is all we actually need to survive. If you saw me, age 9, reading Malcolm, just fine. Teachers still treated me stupid. Students that couldn't speak English, they put me in groups with. The irony is, some of the first man to give me schooling, you were called youngsters. I already explained that we know what the truth is. They used to say, don't be like me. Yeah, I got a name and dough on the street. Nighttime comes, I can't sleep. It's the part that rappers don't speak. We don't hit the vocals, we're thugs. Don't come out the room, wanna sell drugs.
We don't hit the vocals, we're thugs. We don't sing, we are thugs, we rapping.
If we got the right guidance and love, would we fight people just like us? How can I knock the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child? Judge no one, done many things wrong. Just don't boast about it in songs, but listen to my older bars. I was just as confused as you probably are, but you grow when you learn. Travel and cut, one too many man, you know, get caught up. One too many man that could have been doctors, end up spending the whole life boxed up.
Yeah, so the basics are, he's talking about being poor, born in the trenches, like I said, and struggling to live day by day. Like if people like us would have love and support, he said, you know, in other words, we could become, like, some of us would become doctors, some of us would become, you know, I don't know, have nice jobs, or even to run the country, right? But since we are here in the trenches, in the streets, we have to do whatever is necessary to survive.
You learn if you study, so set out just to make them money. No cover, it's all about getting poor people to fight with one another. So it's logical that us killing our brothers, dissing our mothers is right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time. But time is a cycle, not a line, comes back.
Time is a cycle, not a line. Time is not flat, it's a cycle. Like a circle, but a cycle. Comes and goes, comes and goes.
Around you regain your mind, to be ready for the energy I challenge in my rhyme. Remedy the pedigree, the jeopardy of your mind when the world this leverage is a crime. We can all fight with our brothers over crumbs. Harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk get $2. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge.
We can fight each other, we can fight for crumbs. Like, we fight and kill each other just for anything to survive. We fighting with the people that make guns as well. What else did he say?
Crumbs, harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk.
It's harder to fight with the ones that make guns because obviously.
Get $2, harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we understood economics with no money's nothing, think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. And
if you have knowledge, you think about money, you think nothing of it. You seek for wealth, but not wealth for itself. Something like that.
Don't get confused, far from broke. All that you see me do, I own, but I won't hang what I make around my neck. I know from where that the diamonds came, but I do literally own a library that definitely costs more than your chain. And businesses and property, far from starving. I eat quite properly, and I don't care.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not there at this moment. I was there. I'm not there. I'm not still there. So everything you see on me is, pretty expensive. I'm eating quite well. I have things that are worth more than your chain, your business, your house. Wow.
Just said it for the kids. You need to know you're not broke to listen. Don't know what asset from a liability. They've never been shown nor told the difference, so they don't change situation. Richest man in Britain is Asian. That's significant, not coincidence. Asian people, so they don't change situation. Richest man in Britain is Asian. That's significant, not coincidence. Asian people build businesses not by.
He's talking about Asian people building businesses.
Flossing, going out shopping, giving up the culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indian people. Who runs our ish? So
facts.
Shopping, giving up the culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indian people. Who runs our ish? So we shake our ass and dance as if racism just upped and vanished. But has it? No, it's right on course. You're beaten so bad you're trained to ignore. Let me not just make sweeping statements. Give me a second, I'll explain it. For small amounts of drug possession, there's more black people in jail in America than there is for rape and armed robbery and murder all put together. You can say they're just locking up thugs. Imagine they're in prison every middle class kid that had ever held drugs. Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Bigger than that, what is going on with this? Prison in America's private business.
Facts. There's more black people in prisons in America than kids. What? Kids are selling drugs?
Together, you can say they're just locking up thugs. Imagine they're in prison every middle class kid that had ever held drugs.
A middle class kid never hold drugs.
Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Bigger than that, what is going on with this? Prison in America's private business. To get paid 50k per year per inmate by the state. Just wait, also legally are allowed to use their prison inmates as slaves. Cheap slave labor, big corporations, they come out of jail when they can't get a job. So when we celebrate going to jail, we are literally celebrating enslavement.
Yeah, they use the prisons to make us slaves, to keep us scared that if we don't obey to their laws, to their what they asking us, they're gonna put us in jail, and we all know that's a bad place to be and such, and that's how they scare us, to be perfect in a line with the other sheeps.
Add to that the hood that you live in, engineered social condition that breeds crime by design. Where do you think you get your and you can say that they're just black, but I like to deal with facts. In the 1920s you would have found in America black towns, prospering centers of economics to education to make you proud. But some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just slide down to the KKK and other hate groups, burn those towns to the ground, killing.
So in 1920s were even black towns. A whole town full of black people minding their own businesses and everything, right? Surviving just as everyone else. But then KKK, Ku Klux Klan, was invented, was started, and they were burning those cities down just because the people were different skin color.
Hundreds if it ain't understood. You think you were always living in the hood. It's only been 60 years since the hung blacks and burned them, and that was so cool. They were your baskets, picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school.
So if you think about it, you think that was hundreds of years ago, but no, it was just 60 years ago. Well, more or less. It was just, not long ago those things were happening, and that's crazy.
Go see a lynching, have a picnic, it's fun to watch the little monkeys die. And people act a little dysfunctional. You wanna pretend that you don't know why. If your colour means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it, is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it?
if a color of your skin determines how you are positioned in like power in society practically, think about how would that influence your beliefs.
And that ain't excuses, just dealing with the roots of abuses that make a reality. We're a generation of young men speak of ourselves as dirt casually. That's America, this Britain. Something similar, some different. In this country, the first enslaved were the working class. What's changed?
So he said that was America, but this is Britain. This is UK. Some similarities, some differences, but also at the same time, what is different? Is not
Britain, something similar, some different. In this country, the first enslaved were the working class. What's changed?
the first slaves in this country was the working class, us, right? So what's changed? Nothing since 1920s, like you said.
Worst jobs, worst conditions, most tax. Look where you live and yet you go to the pub. Friday night you will fight with a guy don't know what for.
Facts. This is what happens. Well, it used to happen till the corona. Every weekend you were going to a bar, to a pub, you know, start drinking and then ending up fighting with another guy or other guys for who knows what reason. No one knew what they were fighting for, even them.
Fight with a guy, shooting a tight who send your kids to die in a war. They don't send the kids to the rich or the politician. It's your kids, the poor British, that they send to go and die in a foreign land for these wars that you don't understand. Yeah, they say you are British and that lovely patriotism they feed you, but in reality you have more in common with immigrants than with your leaders. I know both sides of my family, black and white, a fed ghetto mentality.
Yeah, he says. You said that you send your kids to die for nothing. They feed you with patriotism, but the real world is different. They only care about themselves. And he also said that he's half black, half white.
Reality in this system, poor people are dirt regardless of shade. But with that,
and poor people are poor regardless of the shade of the skin.
said let's not pretend that everything is the same. When our grandparents came here to Britain, if you had a criminal record you couldn't get in. That ain't protected from all of the stupid abuses they will be living. Kicked in the teeth, stabbed in the street, many times firebombed our houses, put feces through our letterbox, and of course the cops did so much about it. Daily, up to the 80s, people spitting on my pram cause I was a baby. But of course, that has had no effect on why today we are crazy. And none of this was for any good reason. They were just dark and grieving to ease the guilt now for all of this treatment. Constant stereotypes are needed. So if I celebrate how big that my kid are, bricks that are flipping, clips that are sticking, chicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. But if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when material?
Yo, hold on. You're halfway there, but still, like, he changes the flow from fast to super fast. Hold on.
Chicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. But if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is no longer our religion? What do you think we got now in Britain? Just like America, private prison, prison for profit. That mean when your kids go jail, people make money off it. So keep environments that breed crime, build more jails at the same time. Market badness to the kids in the rhymes. Long as rich kids ain't dying, it's fine. Get them to the point where some are so lost they actually believe if they don't celebrate kids.
It's the same. Like, that was happening like years ago, but nowadays it's still here as it's in America. And if you ask me, it's becoming more and more the same all over the world, not only in UK but in other countries as well, on other continents. And that's because that's the influence, and that's what the governments are want for us to be sheeps, to obey to the laws and just stay in our lane. Don't ask questions, don't think for yourself, don't do any of that. Just be a stupid sheep doing what they ask you to.
Killing themselves off. It's because they're soft. Was Malcolm soft? Was Marley soft? Tell me, was Marcus Garvey soft? Well, was Muhammad Ali soft? Nah, I I think not, but they want us to think that the road is cool. Being on road is all we could do. We don't control the wholesale production, so who benefits from us moving the food? Or thinking there's no way out of road life, but Malcolm X used to hustle on the roadside. And Marcus Garvey organised more than 6 million people with no Facebook or Twitter. Why is it something you can't eat? One of my own homeboys did attention.
I hate those rewinding over the words. You can't really understand what you say.
Straight in the boxing yard, now what's he doing? Passing his doctorate. Don't tell me that it's too hard. Who trained you to believe you're inferior? Songbo Ebedo in Nigeria are the remains of an ancient moat dug 1,000 years ago. 20 meters wide, 70 down. Round the remains of an ancient town that's 400 square miles around. 400 square miles around. Please, please don't believe me. It was a documentary on BBC, but we ain't studying history. Too busy watching MTV.
Facts. He's saying that what happened years ago is just are facts, but you don't have to trust me necessarily. You can go and look for yourself, get the information from somewhere else. But people these days don't actually do that. They're too busy to watch TV and MTV, if any of that.
And MTV said wear platinum. Now everybody wanna go and wear platinum. And MTV said pop magnums. Now everybody wanna go and pop magnum. If
See, the influence that MTV had over the people, especially that would listening to music so hard, said once like wear platinum because that's the the trend, that's the thing to go with, and people start doing that. Then they said, MTV said, well, media in general anyway, pop a magnum, like shoot with your guns, shoot people, and people start doing that. And look at the situation these days.
TV said drink prune juice, you will start hearing that in tune soon. Hey,
drink prune juice.
hey, today I wore my Cartier. Is it now more important what I got to say? Oh, and I drive a Mercedes, by the way, so everybody listen to what I got to say. Does that make you all happy? But it's my head still nappy.
So what he said is, if I have some money, right? If I have a bit of money, I get to be an influential person. So if I'm driving a Mercedes, people will listening what I have to say.
Think for myself, so some mad at me, but on the mic ain't not one bad as me. All of this here's good for the rhymes, put us in the same place at the same time, and it's clear to everybody I'm out of my mind. Some of these guys are running out of their rhymes, clear to everybody that has got ears. I'm the guy that they just might fear, that they wanna get near, but they can't have a peer. Oh dear, I'm hard liquor, you just like beer. Front on the kid for another 5 years, come to my shows and some cry tears. Mean that much to them, it's a movement. I don't speak for myself, but a unit. Black, white, man, woman, anyone who respects truth we put in. Dudes are like no dinner, we're just putting. Yeah, you're sweet but no substance pudding. You can never ever be with a level on. Our songs get played out there in Lebanon. We speak for the people properly, not for the old fat guys in offices and the girls loving. Ain't fair, you can't even be bothered to comb his hair. Anyway, that's enough kissing my own arm.
Now he's going to details, black details. You can't comb his hair because it's nappy hair, right?
Back to the more important task of being so shower. I got half the hood screaming knowledge is power, and I ain't saying that'll change that, but I do know this for a fact. Right now there's a youth on your block with his hands on his face screwed up, so he don't care, don't give a that he won't let nobody call his bluff, but the words go in. Open your shackles, once that's happened there is no going back. Would you start to see what is really happening? Who the enemy you should be attacking is. So read, stuck on the block, read, sitting in the box, read. Don't let them say what you can achieve, because when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading.
Facts. Go get your books, read about everything. No one says don't listen to certain people or to anyone, but if you do listen, don't necessarily do what they tell you to do, or don't take it as granted. Think for yourself. Take what you can get, what you can take from people around you, from videos, from social media, from books even. Put them into a balance in your life and decide for yourself what works better. Don't stress about thinking what is good or not good for the world, because you don't live for the entire world, you live for yourself. So then you just take whatever you can take, put them in a balance in your life, and then think about, see what's good for you and what's not. Something Andrew Tate might say.
Cause it is well understood that intelligent people will take their freedom. Cause if we knew our power, we would understand we can't be held down. If we knew our power, we would not elevate not one of these clowns. If we knew our power, we wouldn't get arrogant when we get 2 pennies.
Facts again. Power relies in people. Not in the system, not in the elites, not in all of that. It's in us, the working class, and us in people. If we come together and agree with certain things, we can achieve great things. Look what cancel culture does to certain people on YouTube, for example, on social media, whatever. They cancel them. Why? Because they come together and they have the same opinion. Some will discuss that those are not exactly the right reason to cancel someone, but that's another discussion. But what I'm saying is, like he said, if we come together to have a same opinion about something, we can achieve great things.
If we knew our power, we would see what everybody sees, that we're rich already. But never mind MCs, go run for your mummy. I'm hungry, I run for my tummy. That's enough, back to worshipping money. I'm off, back to the study. Man! Oh! I can't just burn the booth down, man! Sis! And someone pass me that extinguisher!
I think that's it.
Oh! Hey, brother!
Yeah, I think that's it. But mate, this was crazy. This is something else. This how rap should be still today. This is from 11 years ago, don't forget that, when rap was still rap. But hey, I'm not judging, I'm just saying this here, right here, is a masterpiece. And thinking about it has 3 more parts, that's insane. That's insane. This guy, I'm gonna look for him more. And yeah, please let me know what you think about him, what you think about my reaction to him. Please let me know if I missed something. I know I missed a few things, or I didn't speak about certain things, because from my perspective was those things were kind of self-explanatory. But anyway, let me see what you're thinking in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more. And also, please let me know if you want to react to next part of AKALA. Until my next one, I have to say bye.
Go, 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 go.